They want to know what Bible you use and what Bible you recommend for your research.
Well, mine is kind of getting all beat up here, obviously. But I use the Contemporary English Version because it's very easy to understand.
Okay.
But at the same time, I cross-reference. I don't just study out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I cross-reference with, I'll pull up the Bible app on the Bible app, and I will cross-reference. I also use the Geneva Bible.
And what year is that?
This one happens to be the 1560. 1590 is newer. The older you can find, the better.
Okay. And you want to be careful with, like, because earlier with this one, with the contemporary one, we were finding some things they had added in that weren't in the Geneva.
And it's going to be the same way with your King James and your other ones. This Bible, the Geneva Bible, King James forbid people to read it because it has directions and stuff, and they didn't want you to know everything, so he rewrote it. Some things, a lot of things are the same, but every now and then they'll tweak a little direction. Like it'll say one thing is from the north down, and it meant, I don't know how to explain it, but
Right.
the direction wasn't quite the same. For instance, this one's very easy. Most of the directions you can follow, but when I followed all the directions, but then when I got to where Moses was up on Mount Nebo, the Bible that made it sound like he was in the north looking south, and I knew he had to be south looking north. So I'm just like, okay, what am I missing? And so I asked God about it, and God said, read the Geneva Bible. Go get the Geneva Bible, in which he was in the south looking north.
Or like earlier, we were looking for locations of the borders of the tribe of Benjamin, and it said that the Hittim Valley was on the southern slopes of Jerusalem. We were like, well, that doesn't make sense because that's way down by the Grand Canyon. And then, but we looked in the Geneva and the King James, and it doesn't say that. Like they had just added that in,
right?
I guess to explain the modern location.
They're trying to. Well, in the Middle East, I don't see a Rephaim Valley.
Right.
When it's not on the map, but when I typed it in, it'll say, oh, it's this street, and then when you go street view, it says that house, and I'm like, oh, so all the giants lived in one house, did they?
That's the party house.
And it doesn't match everything. In fact, when you look up Gehenna, they say Gehenna is that southeast of Jerusalem. It's a little valley area where they throw their trash and everything in. But the Bible says that it's on the northwest end of the Rephaim Valley. That doesn't match directions either.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense.